Good morning, children. D, E, F are the midpoints of the sides PQ, QR, and PR respectively of an equilateral triangle PQR. Show that triangle DEF is also an equilateral triangle. Triangle DEF is an equilateral triangle means what we should prove? All the three sides are equal. Now what is given in the question? DEF is the midpoints of the side PQ, QR, and PR. So, A of an equilateral triangle. So, triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle. Triangle DF is formed by joining the midpoints of three sides PQ, QR, and PR of triangle PQR. To prove triangle DEF is an equilateral triangle. Proof. By midpoint theorem, what we can write? DE equal to half PR, or we can say DE parallel to PR, because D and E are the midpoints already. Next, similarly, EF is parallel to which side? PQ, and also equal to half of PQ. Why? By the concept of midpoint theorem. Similarly, DF also. DF parallel to QR and DF equal to half QR. By midpoint theorem, DF parallel to QR and DF equal to half QR. Right. Next, DE parallel to which side? PR, and DE equal to half PR. Next, EF parallel to PQ, EF equal to half PQ. Now what is given in the question? PQR is an equilateral triangle, right? So PQ equal to QR equal to PR implies half of PQ equal to half of QR equal to half of PR. Implies what is half of PQ? Half of PQ is EF. Half of QR is DF and half of PR is DE. That means triangle DEF is an equilateral triangle. Hence proved. So PQ equal to QR equal to PR, we can write the reason here given. Because it's an equilateral triangle, now we got that all the three sides of the triangle DF is equal. That means are equal. That means it's an equilateral triangle. Hence proved. In the same way, there can be a possibility of asking the question like this. DEF are the midpoints of the sides BC, CA and AB of triangle ABC. If the perimeter of the triangle ABC is 12 centimeter, then perimeter of the triangle DEF, right? So the question is asked for calculating the perimeter of the DEF only. So what is given here? Perimeter of triangle ABC equal to 12 centimeter. To find perimeter of triangle DEF. Same proof, if you understood, you can write easily by midpoint theorem. What we can write? DF equal to half AC. Next, DE equal to half AB. Next, which is the side left? DF is over, D is over EF. EF equal to half BC. Now, perimeter of the triangle ABC means, perimeter of triangle DEF means D plus EF plus FA. FD. D plus EF plus FD. What is D? Half of AB. Plus EF means half of BC. And DF means half of AC. Half common. AB plus BC plus CA. Or we can say AC. What is the meaning of AB plus BC plus CA? It's a perimeter of the triangle ABC. So it is perimeter of triangle ABC. This shows that half into 12 equal to 6 centimeter. In the given figure, ABCD is a parallelogram. PQ are the midpoints of AB and DC. Show that APCQ is a parallelogram. DPBQ is a parallelogram. PSQR is a parallelogram. So what is given in the question? Given ABCD is a parallelogram. P and Q are the midpoints of AB and DC. Means AP equal to PB. B is the midpoint of AB. P is the midpoint of AB. Next Q. That means CQ equal to QD. To prove, all the three criteria has to be taken down. First one, APCQ parallelogram. Number 2, DPBQ is a parallelogram. Number 3, PSQR. Okay. So diagram already given in the question, right? It is given that in the given figure. That means diagram is given. Now let us see the diagram. ABCD is a parallelogram. That means AB parallel to CD. And we already know that opposite side are equal and parallel. So we can use this sign also here. Right? Next, what about this side? AD is also parallel and equal because it's a parallelogram. Next, P and Q are midpoint means we already written that AP and BP are equal. Similarly, DQ and CQ are also equal. Now the question is APCQ is a parallelogram. APCQ is a parallelogram we have to prove. So for that, proof. Right? AB parallel to CD. We want AP and CQ only line. See, ABCD is a parallelogram. So AP is a parallel of part of it and CQ is a part of it. So AB parallel to CD implies AP is also parallel to CQ. Right? AP parallel to CQ. What is the next way? AB equal to CD. Because opposite side of the parallelogram. Now we want half of AB equal to half of CD, because it's given that P and Q are the midpoints. So here we want one reason, that is the reason means opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal as well as parallel. So what is half of AB? Either I can write AP or BP, right? So this time we need APCQ is the parallelogram. So half of AB means we are writing AP, and similarly half of CD means either CQ we can go or DQ we can go, but we want to here CQ only, so we are writing CQ. Now what we have? AP is parallel to CQ. AP is equal to CQ. So what we can write? APCQ is a parallelogram. What is the reason for this one? One pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. So we got the first point, proved one, right? We have proved first part. Now what is the second question? DPBQ means here DPBQ is a parallelogram. Same concept. AB parallel to CD implies BP parallel to DQ. AB equal to CD implies half of AB equal to half of CD. This time which half of AB we should take? Last time we had taken AP, so this time we should go for BP. BP equal to half of CD means both the DQ and CQ we can write, but we want which parallelogram? DPBQ. So DQ is coming this side, so here BP equal to DQ. Now BP parallel to DQ, BP equal to DQ. Then what is the meaning of this one? One pair of opposite side is equal and parallel, so therefore it is a parallelogram. Now BP parallel to DQ, BP equal to DQ. Therefore, the second criteria, that is DPBQ, is a parallelogram. One pair of opposite sides. What is the meaning of DPBQ is a parallelogram? We have proved it too. Right? Now what is the next part? The third question. Here equation 1 and here equation 2 also will write. Now we have to prove that a PSQR, which is PSQR, PSQR is a parallelogram. If you go for PS, it's a part of DP only, right? Again QR, it's a part of BQ only. Already we have proved DPBQ is a parallelogram. So what is the meaning of this one? These two are parallel only. So PS is also parallel to QR. I'll write here DPBQ is a parallelogram. Implies DP parallel to BQ. Implies the part to which one is required? PS parallel to QR. Right? Now we have proved the first criteria, which one? APCQ is a parallelogram. Means AQ parallel to PC. Implies SQ parallel to PR. Therefore, PSQR is a parallelogram. This time what is the concept? two pair of opposite side is parallel. If you have the doubt to go for the diagram, PS parallel to QR we got, that is one side. Next SQ parallel to PR, second side. So two pair of opposite sides are parallel. So PSQR is a parallelogram. What is the here proved? 3. And what is the reason for this one? Two pair of opposite sides are parallel. Till this time we have written that one pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. This time only parallel but two pair of opposite side. Hence proved. In the given figure, angle between the two altitudes of a parallelogram through of an obtuse angle is 50 degree. Find the angles of the parallelogram. Diagram is already given. AM and AN are altitudes of the parallelogram ABCD. That is the given part for us. So ABCD is a parallelogram, and moreover what is given? AM and AN are altitudes. So we can write here, given ABCD is a parallelogram. To find angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Proof. In quadrilateral AMCN. See the diagram. AMCN is a four-side figure only, and it is a closed figure, so it's a quadrilateral only. So what we can write for in a quadrilateral AMCN? Angle A plus, angle M plus, angle N plus, angle C equal to 360. That means 50 plus 90 plus 90 plus angle C equal to 360. What we have done here, substitute the values. What is the reason here we should write a angle sum property? Okay, now what is the next step? Angle C equal to 360 minus 180 plus 50, it is 230. So we are bringing to this side minus 230. So what is the answer? 130. Now we got angle C only. Angle C is this one, right? So we have to find out all the angles of a parallelogram only. If angle C is 130, what you can say about angle A? Angle A equal to 130, opposite angles of the parallelogram. Of a parallelogram. Next, angle C plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Don't skip the reasons. Always we should write a stepwise reasons only. So C is 130. So what is the D? Angle D equal to 180 minus angle C, that is 180 minus angle, one value is 130, it is equal to 50 degree. If angle D equal to 50, naturally angle B is also equal to 50, opposite angles of a parallelogram. So what is the conclusion here? Angle A equal to 130, angle B is equal to 50, right? Next, angle C is equal to 130 and also angle D equal to 50 degree. We have written all the values of the angles, hence we have calculated what are the values of the all the angles of the parallelogram for this question. With this, today's class I am winding up. Thank you.